You may have noticed the shortage of eggs at the grocery store, to put it mildly. There are just not a lot of eggs available, and the price has skyrocketed. That's not news exactly, folks. I know you're wondering why I'm telling you this groundbreaking information. Well, it's pretty straightforward. There are groups right now who have been waiting in the wings for their opportunity to remind you of how bad eggs are and how we must switch to something new. And so, sort of the organized vegan community, and I say organized to separate themselves from people who just happen to be vegans and they're living their best life, doing whatever they want to do, minding their own business. The organized elements of that group who really want to convince us to join them or force us to join them because they exist too, they are taking to this opportunity to really push this idea that we should all use egg substitutes, which are made of a whole host of weird foods. These are, if you're concerned like I am about processed foods, then the fake eggs, these egg substitutes that are on the market now, are the very last thing you want to eat. You might be better off drinking a diet soft drink than eating one of these things. So what they're doing now is, if you check the news, weirdly, it was like some of the vegan news outlets posted articles about how there's egg shortages coming from inhumane and bad treatment of chickens, leading to the avian flu, and then all the stock of the animals having to be culled, leading to shortages and empty shelves in some grocery stores. And saying that this is, of course, opens a door for us to have a really hard-needed conversation about switching to an egg substitute. And then they start telling us the joys of these things. They never tell you that the reason that that the chickens are cold is, they say it's necessary, but it isn't necessary. It's because it's required by law. It's government overreach. This is the government taking too heavy a hand in the industrial food system. But as a consequence of this, the organized vegans out there tell us it's time to switch to fake eggs. Now, I've talked about fake eggs before. They are like the ultimate frankenfood. They're the ultimate fake food. You don't have to agree with me on being, a carnivore, keeping the carb intake down to as close to zero as you can, to agree that processed foods are a horrible thing, and that we should limit, at the very best, limit how much we have, if not strike them from our diets entirely, to achieve optimum human health. And you do not get more processed than a fake egg. There are a lot of these vegan fake eggs are packaged in plastic shells just to give you that feeling of actually having a true egg, even though you're not going to crack the thing like an egg. You're not going to, tap it on your countertop or on a dish or something and crack the plastic open. At least I hope you're not going to do that and pour this stuff into a bowl before whisking it to get your egg scramble going. If you're cracking those things, you're getting extra microplastics into the eggs, more so than simply what you would get from those eggs being exposed to the plastic in the first place. Microplastics are a very real problem. They're not the main problem with the fake eggs. The fake eggs are made predominantly with, you guessed it, soy and seed oils. It's like the 1-2 punch of heart disease. And that's what they're made with. They're made with junk, things you shouldn't eat, things that were better off used as either cattle feed or as engine greaser. That's what they're for. And now they're trying to get you to eat that stuff. Stuff made from junk that is not fit for human consumption, to replace one of the very few legitimate superfoods available to human beings. And that is a good old-fashioned chicken egg. What's the egg situation look like in your area? Is it bad enough that you've thought about the egg substitutes, the misnamed Just Egg brand? Have you seen those? They're just a little bottle. This is Just Egg. There's no egg on it, though. No egg in the container at all. It should be illegal to call your product Just Eggs when there's no eggs in it. But this is what they're doing. Now, there's a whole host of articles out there that suddenly came out all on the same day or within 24 hours of each other in various article outlets ranging from cooking magazines to Gizmodo and a few others, talking about vegan eggs hitting the market or vegan eggs being used in restaurants. It's like a weird blitz. And you know what it is? People might say it's a big conspiracy. Not necessarily. Things going on in the background we can have a conversation of. But those media outlets, what happened is simple. Some egg manufacturer or a PR firm for some of those fake egg manufacturers released a press release to all these sort of sympathetic media outlets. And what did the sympathetic outlets do? They ran articles on this stuff. It happens all the time. That's what happened here. But don't fall for their propaganda, of course. It'd be better not to eat eggs just to miss your eggs to save a few bucks and spend the money on ground beef or organ meat if you're part of the team organ meat or not. But then it would be to eat the fake eggs. If you want to torpedo your health, go buy some weird egg substitute that you can right now only find probably at Sprouts or Whole Foods or Nature's or those kinds of stores. But they're coming to a store near you, folks. Let me know if you've seen them, by the way. If you have a Safeway or a Kroger, I don't have either of those in my state. I'm like the one state in the union that doesn't have any of those things. That the only national food chains we have are Aldi and Walmart. But if you have, one of the big national food chains, let me know if they have the vegan eggs in the grocery store on the shelf. I haven't seen them at Walmart except the Just Egg brand. I've seen those, but that's it. And I haven't been to a Whole Foods in a couple of months. So let me know if you've seen them, because I have not seen them in person. I've just seen pictures of them online. But then again, I live in central Oklahoma, where we have an official steak of the state. So we're not exactly going to be vegan food central in terms of like the prime market for that stuff. But I'm curious, have you seen this marketing? Have you seen them pushing this stuff? And not just people laughing at it on Facebook. I mean, you could just take a screenshot of a headline with a picture, post it as a meme on Facebook, and people laugh at it because it's so stupid. But have you seen ads for this? Have you seen this stuff at the store? Have you seen people try to get you to eat it? Have you seen it on the menu at a restaurant you've gone to, especially like a big national chain? Let me know in the comments, please. Like and subscribe if you haven't. It does help, as does sharing this on social media. That helps too. I'm Anthony Stine, the Practical Carnivore. Go out and eat some real food today, and thanks for your time.